What's up, world? It's your homie Tony, and I'm back with another live. I know y'all been missing me, man, but I've been so busy, you know what I'm saying? So if it's your first time to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It's waiting for your tap. And, we got some creepy, crazy videos to get into. So without further ado, let's go on and take a gander at some of these right here, man. I'm warning, these are creepy. All right, let's get it, bro.
And this is the original McDonald's. Let's see if they got this sign up.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
They do not have that sign up no more. To show y'all. You know when you walk into McDonald's, there's a warning? Sign up no more.
Whoa.
Let's see if they got it on any of the doors. Damn, I thought they didn't have it. But they put it up higher. See, it's in the corner. Boom.
What?
Chemicals known to the state of known to cause cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive harm may be present in food, beverage, sold, or served here. Bam. For example, one says chemical is acrylamide. Cooked potatoes that have been browned, such as French fries, hash browns, and baked potatoes contain acrylamide. But in all these different states, California, only one that has to post that the food they serving you is bad. But in other states, they ain't even got to post that. I've been there. And these are the facts. Damn, this is...
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
Damn, where's it going? It's right there. It's right there. Somebody is walking on the mother freaking clouds.
Something is walking on the
Nah.
clouds.
What is that?
It's a body. Look.
It showed this. That's a person.
Straight up,
That's
though.
crazy. We not supposed to see that. We not supposed to see that. Something gonna happen.
Y'all sleep.
Dog, that's definitely new for me.
This is about to have a stressful ass summer. Matter of fact, the rest of your 2025 Texas is about to be stressful. So basically, Texas is banning marijuana. If you smoke it, you getting locked up.
What?
Texas is also banning vibrators, lady.
Hey, yo.
Vibrators. And of course, to top it off, Texas is making porn illegal. And what that says to me is that Texas is tired of seeing you enjoy yourself. See, I went down that rabbit hole in Texas. I found out that y'all not getting locked up like they want y'all to be locked up. And I've been to Texas a couple of times, and I also seen in Texas that it's a lot of liquor stores, a lot of different places. And guess what? Liquor sales is down. So you take that, the liquor sales, and then you see that jails ain't been jailing like they usually are jailing, and you understand why they would do some shit like this. Marijuana ain't hurting nobody, but they want you to get drunk. They want you to go out there and act a fool and want you to get locked up. So what do? They say, listen, if you smoke marijuana, you gonna get locked up. So you can go buy some liquor. And ladies, they say you can't do X, Y, and Z. What we want you to do is leave the vibrators alone. Come on outside and drink some alcohol and go get locked up. And I ain't got the theory for porn. You shouldn't be watching porn anyway, but it's your own business. But, they banning porn too. Texas, y'all gonna have it rough in a few, boy. That's wild. So,
Hey, yo. Oh, man, I don't know what to say about that.
Nobody yet. What do we do? We made it outside. We made it about a block.
We made it at least 2 blocks, and we started running floor by floor. It started popping out.
It was like if they had detonated.
Yeah, detonated.
Planned to
Yeah.
take down a building. Boom, 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 boom.
All the way down. I was watching it and running.
Just ran up West
And then you just sort of this cloud of shit chasing you down.
Could not run up West Street. Nobody yet. What do we do?
Been hearing about that.
I worked for the drug industry. Science was completely abandoned. These drug companies that I was interviewing with had no problem telling me, look, we design drugs based on treating symptoms. We don't cure. That's a business model, okay, that allows you to give a drug to a person for life. The next level of drug advertising is inventing disease. When you run out of symptoms, you don't have any more clientele. With psychiatric medications, you can invent diseases all day wrong. There's two words that a psychiatrist fears. Prove it. And if the doctor can't do it 9 times out of 10 they can't, then don't take the drug. I wondered, as a chemist, I'm making these drugs, they're proving deadly in our labs, and they're proving deadly in other labs, dangerous, ineffective. How are they selling them? Big Pharma has the best marketing department in the world. Geniuses. You simply pay to report that the study showed positive results. You're paying them. You're buying science. At least 125,000 people dying every year from prescription drugs. You would think that you'd spend more in research to try to offset the death toll. No. Keep going with marketing. Market. Hypnotize them and drug them. And get them into their psychiatrist so they can swallow the next Cymbalta or the next Prozac. Or whatever they're going to package it as and name it as.
Wow. Let's recap, y'all. Let's recap. So, McDonald's warning sign, bro. We got to talk about that. Like, what do y'all think about that? That's very, very strange. Um, I didn't know that there was a warning sign on McDonald's, man. And then what was that? What was that chemical that they was talking about anyway, man? That's strange. Um, I don't know. I heard him say something, you know what I'm saying? But y'all spam it up. Let me know what you heard. I really didn't catch that chemical that they was talking about, man. But yeah, the fact that they got a warning sign up, that's creepy to me. Y'all let me know what your thoughts are on that. Um, the man on the cloud, that's definitely weird. I know one thing, if I go outside and I see a man on the cloud, I'm gonna get a little freaked out. I don't know about y'all, but what about how you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? A man on a cloud, like y'all cool with that? You know what I'm saying? Seeing men hanging out on the clouds and all that. Um, but yeah, spam up your thoughts. Me personally, I'm gonna get freaked out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not with men on the clouds. Um, and smoking in Texas being banned. I mean, it was supposed to be it's supposed to be legal everywhere. They passed the law to make it legal, but in Texas got their own little mind going on here. I'm starting to hear a lot about Texas, man. Every time I turn around, it's Texas this, Texas that. So is Texas forming their own United States or what? Like, but yeah, they trying to hold on, I'm trying to fix my chair. Cool locking place. But yeah, so Texas, you can't do vibration no more, ladies. I know the ladies ain't going for that. So y'all spam up y'all thoughts. Let me know how y'all feel about that, ladies, in the comments. I need some ladies to come in the comments and let me know what y'all thoughts about that. I mean, because that's a personal thing. It's private. Ain't nobody business what you doing with your fitness. You feel me? But yeah, so no more vibration, no more corn with a P. So you can't log on to Corn Hub and none of that. So I don't know. That's gonna make it kind of weird in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people might get arrested if they get caught doing Corn Hub or smoking. That's I never even knew that. But yeah, and then September 11th, the explosions. We've been hearing about explosions for a long time now. I personally believe those people because I've seen a lot of clips of people saying, I'm from New York, and I used to work at the World Trade Center at that, and that's a huge building. Like I said, there was malls on each floor. So, but yeah, man, explosions going off. What's your thoughts, man? And yeah, for the big pharma, I've been knew that that's all they do is treat symptoms. They can't cure you. And I did a lot of studies on that. So basically, what happens is the medication goes in there and just triggers the mind to not send the signal to the body that you're losing something. Pain is a sign that you're losing something or that that something's going on. So what it does is just goes in there and triggers your body, triggers your brain to stop sending the signals to your body so that you don't even know that you're in pain or anything's happening, but things still happen. So they're only treating the symptoms. They're not going to treat the actual cause and cause it to heal. Now, certain things like creams for like certain rashes and things like that, that actually does treat it. But like most of these medications that they have, they're not treating the source of the problem. They treating the symptom of the problem so that you don't feel pain. But let's keep it moving, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all spam up y'all thoughts on that.
This is Stanley Meyer, the man who created the car that could run entirely off of water.
Oh, my bad. We'll get to that. That's gotta be real. She reacting like a no, let me go ahead and mute that. I don't want that music to get us flagged. But yeah, y'all see that right there? So that's apparently homeboy came out his body right there. She looking at him and she trying to touch the body, but she see the dude is over there. Yeah, she going crazy, bro. No, she hiding and stuff. Yeah, she try to get up out of I don't know if the camera actually caught him or if this some good acting with some blur effect on it or what. My son chilling, playing his Game Boy or his app.
He's
like, what? Yo, right? Yo. See? You sitting there playing games. All right, y'all. We got to get into this right here, man. What in the world's going on in Times Square? Oh, no, we got to mute that. But yeah, check this out. So a lot of y'all seen that man on the screen thing. I really don't know what's going on with that. I need y'all thoughts, man. Please tell me, cause I'm confused. I'm lost, bro. What is that on the screen? Who is that on the screen? What are they trying to tell us? And this happened on Times Square. Let's run it back right quick. This happened on Times Square, man. Can y'all tell me what the heck that is and why is there a black man on the screen? Why did it first it went pitch black, they said, and then they started seeing these images on the screen, man, or this image. Then I think it's different images of black people on the screen. So please, somebody in the comments, man, let me know what is going on Times Square. What are they trying to tell us, bro? For real, like that's creepy. I ain't gonna cap. That was really creepy. I'm from New York, and I just don't know what that is, bro.
It could go from New York to LA in just 22 gallons. Of course, Stanley, like many other great inventors, died a mysterious death. I mean, the man himself claims he was killed. In 1998, about to close a multi-million-dollar deal with investors, Stanley became violently ill, started vomiting, and said, "They poisoned me," and fell afterwards. Official reports claim it was an aneurysm. But watch the following clip and ask yourself, do you really think Big Oil would allow his invention to take over?
Local inventor has discovered a way, hear this, to use water to run your car.
And as Ralph Robinson explains, the Pentagon is also showing lots of interest in this project.
Water has always been considered a precious commodity, but Stan Meyer's invention may make it even more valuable. He has developed what's called a water fuel cell. It has taken the place of his old gas tank. The water fuel cell breaks down water molecules into oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen is used to run his dune buggy.
I don't care if you use rainwater, well water, city water, ocean water. If you don't have any fresh water, go ahead and use snow. If you don't have any snow available to you, then use salt water because there's no adverse effect to the fuel cell.
The Pentagon flew a lieutenant colonel in last week to look at Meyer's invention. There is talk of possibly using it in the Star Wars defense program and to run army tanks. Myers is currently perfecting a water fuel cell for cars. It will cost about $1,500. He says it won't need any maintenance and you won't have to replace it.
This is Stanley Meyer, the man.
Wow. What y'all think happened to Homeboy? We're gonna talk.
There's cities underground, there's warehouses underground, there's actual homes underground. People build these tunnels and they've built them for decades. There's a lot, and elite celebrities, they go down there for parties. Underneath the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, California. I was there for a cock party. We walked through the museum, through the garden area, and employees led us to underground tunnels. We had to take an elevator and stairs. We had to be led. There is no way that you can just walk into a tunnel. The entrances and the exits are in your face, but there's no way that you can just walk through tunnels. You'll get stuck. You'll go deeper and deeper, and you won't be able to come back out because it's hard, because the tunnels run all different directions for miles and miles and miles and miles. So if you go down the wrong one, you'll get stuck, and it's confusing to turn back around and get back to where you're going. So you have to be led in and out.
Creepy, homie.
United States government, the Department. TikTok is suing the United States government. The Department of Justice is suing Google. 30 states are suing Meta, Facebook, and Instagram. Apple is being sued because we can't repair our own devices. And Shein has a RICO lawsuit. Shein is facing a RICO lawsuit. Yes, this is the same RICO lawsuit that Tariq St. Patrick on Power Ghost Book 2 was charged with. Independent designers are saying that Shein is stealing their work and selling it like an organized crime unit. Allegedly, Shein is stealing designers' work, creating a fake company, and then deleting the evidence. If Shein loses this lawsuit, y'all, this is going to blow up the fashion industry. And Apple is back in the courtroom. Right now, Apple is being accused in another lawsuit for making it nearly impossible for Apple iPhone device owners to get their phones repaired. This lawsuit is calling out Apple's right to repair lawsuit. Apple basically says that we never own our device, so we can't get them repaired. What? And the DOJ is taking Google to court. The DOJ being the Department of Justice. The DOJ is suing Google for one of the biggest antitrust cases in modern history. The DOJ is saying that Google is a monopoly and they bought their way to the top of search engines and they're crushing their competitors. And if Google loses this lawsuit, y'all, we don't know what this means for the internet. And Meta is back in the news. 30 states are suing Facebook and Instagram, saying that it intentionally addicted kids to their platform. As we know it, there's a lawsuit against Meta right now, allegedly for mental health. They're saying that Meta, Facebook, Instagram knew the harm and they ignored it. And remember, there was an internal employee that gave them these documents. And TikTok is suing the U.S. government because they're saying that the U.S. government does not have the right to ban their app entirely in the United States. TikTok is saying this is unconstitutional and they're suing the USA government for it. I know this was a lot, but which one do you think is going to lose these lawsuits? TikTok is suing the United States government. The Department of Justice is suing Google.
Wow. So let's recap. Man, Homie with the water car, I'm definitely feeling like they set him up for real, you know what I'm saying? He got set up, bro. He had to be cuz it's a lot. I mean, allegedly, this all for entertainment purposes only, you know what I'm saying? None of this is true, but um they probably set homie up because they ain't want, his invention getting out there, messing up the money, you know what I'm saying? And the dollar bill and all of the conspiracy behind the dollar bill and the oil and the petroleum or whatever they use to, I don't really know too much lingo on that, but I'm gonna just say my thoughts on that is they set homie up, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not gonna let him get out there with that. Times Square, the pictures on the that's crazy. I don't even know what to think about that. That's just weird. But I definitely think that that's a sign from some type of either hackers, anonymous, or it's not from our government. So whoever did that actually hacked those the computers or whatever screens, whoever can control the screens. Either it's a practical joke or they hacked that and anonymous did that. You know what I'm saying? Allie Carter, man, I haven't been seeing her lately. You know what I'm saying? So but the underground tunnels, definitely gotta check that out. There's a lot of people that have been saying that they seen underground tunnels behind their own houses. Yeah. In certain areas, you can look it up on the internet. All alleged. This is not true, but it's for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, a lot of people saying that they have underground tunnels in their own backyards for real that lead to Home Depot. There's a video on the internet that I saw the other day about a guy saying that he found an underground tunnel from his house to the Home Depot. And if you don't know, if you know, you know. But yeah, allegedly the rumor about WalMarts and Home Depots and all that being hubs for certain things going on with the children. Um, but yeah, I believe her. Y'all spam it up. Let me know if it's cap or real rap. The lawsuits against the companies, especially Meta. Man, I've been on the headset and I got the Oculus. We go in the Meta all the time. We got friends in there. We got enemies in there. But yeah, it got flooded with children. I mean, it started out as an app for people 13 and over. Then it went back down to 10. I guess they seen how many children was loving the app. But you got kids in there 5, 6 years old. And it's flooded, man. People just leave their Oculus around and the kids get a hold of them and then they in there. Some of the lighter shade complected kids, you know what I'm saying? And they throwing the N words around. They just going crazy. They calling you monkey. They calling you all kind of names. And so be prepared for that. The R word is big up in there. Whether it's VR chat or it's Horizon Worlds, wherever you go. I got a couple worlds in Horizon Worlds. You can go check out Club Fusion. Go check out man, I got Operation Desert Storm. I created Shots Fired. But yeah, just look up Tony Blizz on there, and then some of my worlds is underneath my profile. But yeah, anyway, getting back to what I was saying though, I see how addictive it is. You got kids in there that be on there about 2 in the morning, getting into places that they rated. You could rate your world, so you rated them like 18 and up, 21 and up, and then the kids is getting in there somehow. You got to poll them out and everything, ban them and all this. Block. You could block people. It's weird, but yeah, Facebook, Instagram, the addiction is real. The images that the kids get to see on there, you know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, I mean, we had VHS tapes. And my auntie used to leave them around, and you get a hold of that, and you get to see what adults be doing. So I don't blame them. They up in there trying to figure out things, and there's a lot of stuff out there on the Instagram for their eyes to lay on. So, ladies, just be advised, man. When you putting yourself out there, you putting yourself out there to a 10-year-old boy too, or a 10-year-old little girl, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, yeah, let's get into the next couple clips. Y'all spam it up. Let me know what y'all think about that. Very, very, very weird, touchy subjects, man. Spam it up. Let me know your thoughts, though, man.
I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family, and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't like pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout. But what happened, we all saw what happened, and it, you know, it's pretty serious. You know, it's been a few days, and you know, our whole family's processing it, but I think we've kind of like accepted that we were a part of this weird experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, and my sister and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew, and then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store, just running out in a direction. So, you know, as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, you know, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and you know, we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. And then about like a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blanky, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us, and then we see these 3, 9, 10 foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew. All of us stopped in our track. We, you know, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. I mean, there were other people running. You know, there was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching. Not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, you know, unveiled or whatever. Yeah, it looked like a glitch, man. It like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all 3 of them. And then, you know, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But, yeah, I was about like 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And, you know, they're tall. So we all just like looked at them. They were just standing there. And the thing that was a little bit weird, well, it was clearly like observing us. It was sentient, right? Like, or whatever. I mean, I don't know, but it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd, and then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, like,
Bro, he said it saw them. It was looking at them. Bro, nah, homie. You gotta switch to a new hobby, bro. This ain't it. Oh, nah, Ma, you gotta go. Nah, pack it on out. Pack it on up, pack it on out. Yo, Ma. You crashing out right now, bro. See? Everything glitter ain't gold. You trying to slide? Get up in the crib and then she start wilding like that, son. It's time to call a pair of missiles, B. Word up, dog. That's wild right there, though. All I know is you gotta pack it out. You gotta pack it up, man. Pack it up, pack it on out. You speeding right now, for real, bruh. I'm not able to handle that right now, B. For real.
I just knew it. We are living on a farm, an energy farm, and we are the livestock. Scientists want to use people as antennas to power 6G. Oh, you son of a bitch. If you don't know, humans are light beings. We are light slowed down. They're going to be using something called Li-Fi. Not Wi-Fi, Li-Fi, which uses lights and sensors to broadcast its signal. And we're not just being used for antennas. 6G wireless technology could use humans as a power source. They are draining our energy. They are sucking our life. They are the true vampires. Using humans as part of the antenna system offers the most efficient way to harvest waste energy. In the process, humans could wear coiled copper. They're feeding off this, bruv. It's really happening. This is real. I knew it.
Yo, nah, son, you gotta get a new battery, homie. I'm spoken for, man.
Universe are we in? Because there's so much going on around the world. Did you guys hear about this Walmart altercation? To me, it looked like a fight broke out and a lot of noises were being made and heard, and it sounded like zombies, and because one was biting the other.
Nah.
But it's just people at Walmart acting immature, right? And I cannot believe it, y'all. People are really out here with the robot dog in New York City. And the robot dog tries to go on an attack to this real dog, and look what happens, y'all. So how is something like this supposed to protect you? Okay, good luck in the future. And we also have this new crop circle that scientists are baffled about, because we are in the midst of this change, and this thing manifested out of nowhere, and it's basically showing it, y'all. It looks like a butterfly through the diamond, right? The chrysalis, the diamond beings. I've been telling y'all about this. Coming through that sun. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. This huge, massive, cylindrical thing was seen out of the sky of Germany, okay? Germany. Look at all the colors around it, y'all. Can you guys see the colors through the clouds? Y'all can see that, right? That's plasma. That's that plasma. Those are light ships. The burning down of Notting Way Plantation, and in this beautiful scene over here, you can clearly see there's people sitting at the window. Look at the shadows of melanated beings just sitting at the window, y'all.
Yeah, that's weird.
What world are we in? What universe are we in? Things are getting spicy out there, y'all. Can you feel it in the air, boy?
Yo, something going on. Something is actually going on, man. Wow, I didn't even know you said that, man. You involved, homie. For all entertainment purposes, this is not true, but let's get into it. Wow, so where do we start, man? Where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start, man? All right, so first I want to get on Bayside Mall. Um, Son don't look like he capping. I mean, did you see the sincerity in his eyes, in his face, the body language? I mean, Son don't look like he capping about that at all. That looked like he really, really meant that from the bottom of his heart. That he was trying to clear it up. You know what I'm saying? On all the speculation. Ooh, okay, that's coming up. 1 second. But yeah, wow. So yeah, like Son looked like he was just like serious, you know what I'm saying? At that Bayside event really happened. He said they was like wavy looking, and so that seems like what they was talking about, the demon face syndrome and all that coming up. We did hear about that supposedly happening. So that might have a lot to do with that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, did you see how many police was out there? Now you can't fake that. You can't fake the police response, because I mean, as a darker shaded person, we have trouble getting police to respond to some of our calls. I mean, so for them to come out like that, they definitely knew something was going on, and they responded to that. And Yeah, man, that just clarifies the reality of what was really happening when you see police coming out. You know what I'm saying? Um, in a matrix, that would be agents, but they came out, and I mean, I've seen how people bolted and ran off like that. Y'all let me know if y'all think that's fake. I mean, I think it really happened, unless they was some really paid actors and they got paid a grip to do that. You know what I'm saying? And they had to dish out a couple of ones. But nah, I'm gonna go with that's real rap, man. And just let me know your thoughts on if that happened in front of you and you seen something transparent just walking through the mall, 10 feet tall, long legs, just walking, just gliding. You know what I'm saying? Just gliding through, not even walking, just gliding straight through like you got rollers on the bottom or something. What y'all doing? Y'all chilling? You know what I'm saying? You gonna go and hit up a pizza store or something and go get you a good old play a video game, or you just bolting up out of there like um. But yeah, the zombie vape joint. They was like, you seen them girls twitching and all that. Like, you come to my crib and you all like, yo, what's up? You got a vape and all that? Like, nah, bro, you quit, bro, quit. You, matter of fact, you cold turkey, you banned. Matter of fact, Ma, pack it out. Pack it out. You cannot stay here. You bugging. Word. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Just say no. I'm gonna go with a Nancy Reagan on that. Just say no, fam, because you definitely don't need to do that no more if you're gonna be twitching and crashing out like that. Um, yeah, man. Humans use that 6G antennas, power sources. Come on, bro. You got to get a new battery. You know what I'm saying? You got to look into Duracell, Energizer. I mean, Rayovac, even the bootleg joints. But you ain't gonna be looking over here, B. You better go holler at Duracell. I heard they got it popping over there. But you come over here playing around and trying to get energy from me, man. It ain't gonna be the right energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a whole nother energy for you, dog. You ain't gonna be ready for what's gonna happen, dog. For real. I'm totally prepared now. I don't sleep no more since 2018, even before that. Like, but I'm definitely ready for whatever's coming. Trust me. But nah, yeah, I don't. On a serious note, though, yeah, man, that's sick, bro. And a lot of people was already getting sick from the 5G towers, allegedly. This is all for entertainment purposes. It's not true. But yeah, a lot of people was getting sick from them towers, bro, being around their houses and all that. I think it's strange, man. I think we living in a matrix, bro. But yeah, man. And the Walmart fight, dudes making zombie noises and biting on each other. Then they seen I had another clip. I probably got to grab that clip of a woman just grabbing the raw meat and just devouring the raw meat right there by the meat section. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And she just going crazy, like eating the meat that's right there raw. Like they had to put out the joint, man. So I don't know what's happening, man, but I did hear about this years ago that apparently some of the people was gonna be turned into zombies or whatever, allegedly. It's all entertainment purposes, not true, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I heard. I think it's strange and I'm very afraid of that. I don't know how to react to something like that. Um, I mean, maybe you gotta pop something, you know what I mean? Pop that balloon, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And then Jay-Z's lyrics, bro. Like, did y'all hear that clearly? Like, you gotta carry on the baggage and make sure the plane is bigger than the luggage you taking on the plane. And bro, you can't be more specific than that. And that's what happened to her. So rest up to Aaliyah, man. She had a sweet voice and everything. And for her, that's sad, bro, because she was young, man. And I don't know. I didn't know they was in competition for that spot. I never knew what was going on back then. Back then, nobody had a clue what was going on behind the scenes. But yeah, man. A lot of people that get involved with Homeboy disappear or something happened to him. I mean, I was watching an interview with Jaguar Wright, and she on that song "Cry" song. She's on the song. A lot of people want to discredit her Yeah, but she actually on the song, one of the biggest songs that he does at his shows. I went to his shows, you know what I'm saying? And he performs that song and it's popular. So like, man, a lot of strange things happen around homeboy and then the P. Diddy trial and all that stuff going on, man. I don't even want to speak on that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's getting weirder by the day. They talk about his socks and all kind of nutty stuff going on with homeboy. So, but yeah, y'all spam it up. Let me know your thoughts, man. I ain't gonna even keep you too long. Let me get into this next clip real quick, man. Word, like crazy. I can't believe he said that though. That was like pinpoint accurate, bro. Like you might as well say you had something to do with it or you know somebody that did it.
Well, have you seen this? A shocking discovery in an upscale Rhode Island neighborhood. Police finding human remains on the beach near pop star Taylor Swift's beachfront home. Police say they suspect no foul play after transferring the human leg bone to the medical examiner as fears grow of a potential New England serial killer. Yikes. John?
All right. Well,
Bro. And then I seen where another clip they said that they identified that. So y'all spam it up. Let me know. Hit me up in the comment section. Somebody send me that clip if you got it. Um, just copy and paste it in the comments, man. I heard they identified that person though. You know what I'm saying? True story. But yeah, that's a little weird for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But why would it be about her house? You know?
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Oh nah.
Lorelei, come here. Lorelei, who are you playing with? What are you doing?
Escucha, hágale, pero hágale suavecito. Espere, espere. Hágale.
Oh nah.
You're by myself. Weird stuff out here. I'm hearing weird stuff out here. So. Yep. Yep, there it is. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
What the heck is that? A baby? It's time to go, bro. Yeah, it's time to definitely go, bro. Word. That's not a yawn. I mean, I can see if you're that tired, but nah, that didn't sound like he was tired. Mm-mm.
First one's up. We're gonna put the second one right here. Oh! It literally felt like something just like blew through.
Time to move, bro. Well, you have to break your leash or something. Nah, bro. Word. Let me know what y'all doing if y'all see you know what I'm saying, the sheets just pull off you or the doors start hold up, what? Hey yo, how that joint turned on by itself? Kill scrap. Scrap, run it back. You see my hands right here. On that note, y'all, that's crazy. But yeah, the child's play doll thing, that's wild. I mean, that's why I don't play with those. I don't play with none of that. None of that. I don't invite it. You know what I'm saying? You got to invite that stuff in. Um, that was weird. Wasn't no batteries in the joint. You clearly seen that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they got some good puppets or whatever, or some other source of energy for the head to move. Pause. Appalachian Mountains. I've been hearing about that. It's been strange over there. Keep away. Keep far away from that, man. You know, I've been hearing about that. Now I do know about Appalachia. I heard a lot about the Italians and wars going on between the Italians back in the day. Could that be the spirits from them people wilding out, or the demons they was bringing out from doing all that evil stuff to each other? Because Italians was wilding on a lot of people, man. Got to be some repercussions, you know what I'm saying? Some reparations or whatever. Um, but yeah, so Taylor Swift, the leg being found, man, that's like weird. I think it's a lot more to that story. It's very strange. Y'all spam it up. Let me know your thoughts. If you're seeing this later, you know what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts, man. Share this with your people. Let them share their thoughts. And then the woman being dragged, that's like wild, bro. Like all of those pictures, all of those scenes and videos, the woman being dragged, the doors opening, the lights going on and off. I mean, it's time to get up out of there and don't invite nothing in there that you don't want in there. I mean, I just suggest that you you stay far away from pictures, dogs. Don't bring none of that in your house, man. You know what I'm saying? Demons could try to live in those things. I mean, that's what we was taught. So, but yeah, y'all made it to the end of this. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? Share this with your friends. And we trying to get to at least 10,000 likes. So go ahead and hit that like button, man. I can't stress that enough. Spread out the algorithm, get people in here so we can react together, you know what I'm saying? And I apologize for being away for so long, man. I've been pretty busy. I'm on a dash-a-thon right now. Got to earn a lot of money right now, so I'm trying to get a couple thousand in the bank. You know, I got to really go hard, but shout outs to you and yours, man, and y'all stay safe, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through. You know, it's the Tony Bliss.